I wanted to tell you how to show you my presentation about how to save time at work using N8N and smart automation. My full feature Figma presentation give me a default template, like this is just the beginning of something big in this presentation, but we can use it for AI and automations. I think it's a future, and we need to learn how to automate everything we can automate, because if you don't do that, someone else will do it instead of us. At the beginning, I will show you a demo of where AI helped me to generate a report I need. I am manager. I want to know what did developers from my team do yesterday on the previous day, and based on data in Jira, I can just press one button, wait a couple seconds, because I started this report only for 2 or 3 persons, and right now my AI agent is analyzing the data and preparing report. And if everything okay, it should send me an email in 3, 2, 1. Oops, done. Okay, and I received an email with detailed daily updates for few developers for the previous day. System use Jira. System give me a lot of details about every task and how much time was spent, and also it gives me some notes with the problem, and we will review these notes later. For example, some tasks show 0 remaining hours but not yet done. Yes, and like my NI agent helps me to understand that not everything is completed. Or, for example, the same task has 0 remaining estimates but not yet completed. So the agent not only review Jira data, but think, make some assumptions, and give me that detailed updates. We will talk later about how it works in N8N. So our agenda for today, I will tell you what is N8N, how it works, how to deploy it, and how to use it. I will show you what PM project manager tasks can it automate. In this example I showed you just before, how much time it can save for project manager or for developers or QAs. Then we will review with more details the workflow I just displayed for you. We will talk about how to use different AI models, and I will show you examples of stupid AI agents. Then we will go through N8N, and I will show you difference between automation in N8N and building an AI agent in N8N. And the last one is discussion. I want to receive a feedback from real people. What tasks can be automated in your real job? Maybe we can prepare a list and then make some backlog for that, and we can work on it. So what is N8N? N8N is a feature service which can help you automate your tasks. If you know Zapier or Make.com, is something similar. You can check on their website and read much more details. N8N is not free tool. It's when you purchase their monthly or yearly subscription, you will have your own engine stored on N8N infrastructure. It costs, basic subscription cost about 20 euro, some pro 50 euro per month, and they have enterprise version for big companies. Limitation of this paid subscription is concurrent executions. So in basic version, you can have only 5 concurrent executions on workflow. In pro version, 20, but sometimes it's also a limit. You can trick it. and you can have self-hosted end-to-end environment. They have very detailed documentation, and you can deploy to your local machine it with help of Docker in a couple minutes. You just need to read and do as they say. In my example, I will show you local hosted end-to-end environment. It has limited features which are not available, and they only available in enterprise version, but that's their marketing, and I think it's worth it. Also, you can deploy it to your own server. You can purchase your own server on AWS or on Devotion or whatever, and just with help of Docker install end-to-end environment or on your own host. It's also possible. If you want to deploy this feature, you can ask me. I will share links if necessary, and will help you with some advice how to do that quickly and not make my mistakes I did before. Daily updates automation report. I am project manager, and imagine in my experience, I had some hard times when I had to send daily report about whole software development team to stakeholders. This daily report includes a lot of details, some numbers and descriptions, what did developers and QA do in the previous day. And average time when I need to spend on this report, it's about 30 minutes to prepare details about each developer. 30 minutes per day if I need to send it daily. So just 30 minutes to review Jira, review updates, and type and prepare a document with that report. About 5 minutes per day, and I do it with report or without report. I am reviewing the logs in Jira to understand, did all the developers log the time, did they work on planned task or no. And daily, it takes for me like about 5 minutes, not a lot. And in the project I work right now, because of limitations that I cannot clone myself, I cannot be in the same time in 3 different places. Because I work with 3 software development team, the guys are preparing text version of their updates in the chat. Developers and QAs just type what did they work on yesterday, do they have any blockers, and what they are going to work on today. And I spent about like 15 minutes per day, maybe less, maybe sometimes more if I need to answer, just reviewing and reading that updates. And I suppose every team member spent about 5 minutes per day to generate this type report. And what can the AI agent I prepare do? It can automate about 72% of time for project manager, monthly time, which is spent on this specific task to review daily updates and understand what did the team do on the previous day. If we talk in time for project managers, it's 12 hours per month. It's a lot. For one developer, it's about 1 hour per month. I think it's also a lot. And for the development team, it can be 1% per month. And it also a lot if we will try to calculate it per year or transfer these hours into money. And this is just basic example of automation I prepared for this tech talk presentation to show end-to-end. Let's go and check it out, how it works in the end-to-end and why it prepare, I think, a good report. So first, the engine, the heart of this report preparation, there are two hearts, yes? So first of all, it's data. the data from Jira. In my example, I already has all Jira updates in my SQL database, but when we end this call, I will show you how it works, not for recording. And in the as a result, as input, I have data from SQL database for each developer, for each their work log on the previous day from Jira. It can look a little bit better with table view. Oh, you are developers, so look on JSON. So I have the name of person, ID, key, description of the task, status, and logged time, and all details. Yes, I prepare these custom fields because I think this fields is necessary to understand what did the developers were working on the previous day. So this is the input. Imagine if you use ChatGPT, this is the text you are adding to your chat. The second part, it's AI agent, yes, and it's prompt and model. So we have this data for each developer as input, and we put this data into the prompt we prepare. And as you see, we have not very small, but pretty big prompt with detailed instructions of what this AI agent should do. So you just need to prepare prompts according to prompt development standards and requirements to make a result better. You can polish your prompt, make it good, but it's also a place and different area of development and of learning. In my case, I have detailed instruction. I add to my prompt the data from previous node, and the AI, wait a sec, an LLM model received this piece of data as an input, and it worked with it. If you have some question or don't understand something, just let me know. And in this specific example for this report, I was using ChatGPT APIs, and I was using GPT 4.1 mini model. I can use whatever model I can, and N8N already has pre-built feature to quickly switch between models. For this example, I prepared OpenAI, and you can select the model from list of all available models from OpenAI right now. You can do pretty quickly, but remember they are paid, and you need to check price before you use, because they have a lot of expensive models, and you can spend a lot of extra money if you don't control it. The second option is Grok chat model. Grok, it's not Elon Musk Grok, it's Grok as distribution service for different AI models. You can create account there, get API keys, connect it to your N8N environment, and also select the one of their available models. Each distributor have their own list of models you can work with. It's also paid. If who is reading chats, you can read my history with Grok. And for your information, if you spend less than $0.50, you can not pay anything to them. And also you can use, and I sometimes use DeepSeek chat model. DeepSeek has the best price to quality. How to say? It's the most cheaper and smart model at the same time. For these tasks, I prefer, and when I was testing it, use DeepSeek Reasoner model. It works even better than that 4.1 mini, but it takes a lot of time for him to build this report. So if 4.1 mini generated generate report for 2 people for less than 10 seconds, it can take about 1 or 2 minutes just to generate single person report. And the last one is to show you can even don't use open source, not open source, paid AI models. You can install any available for Ollama or any open source AI model to your local machine and connect it to your local machine. And let's try to test, and I will show you how stupid is this Ollama 8B model, because I don't have powerful graphics card and I cannot run huge models on my local PC. And as you see, this task to generate this report require a lot of, how to say in English, not minds, but the model should be smart. And this Ollama 8B model is not enough smart to generate this type report. Let's test it. It also can take maybe more time than for OpenAI models, but when I'll show you results, you will be able to compare it and see that there can be a lot of mistakes. While it's generating, I will show you also a very important thing, which I think you should know about how to use AI and do some requests. It's this loop over items feature in N8N. And what it means, for example, I have these 3 assignees I was generating report for, and option 1, I was able just to put all the data for 3 of them directly in one prompt and ask AI to generate everything in one request. In this case, I would have a problem that all AI models has some limitations and then have limits for input information that they can receive and output information that it gives to you. And to make it work faster, better, I think you should, if it's possible, you should use this loop feature and gives and split information to some parts and give AI only one part per iteration to prepare answer on. And then at the end of the workflow, you can combine in everything together. And as you see in my flow, when this first AI was working with 3 types of requests, then it combined all results together, make some magic and format it, and create HTML version of report and send email. I'll show you it later with details. So we see a good version of this report, and let's see a bad version of this report. It's not yet pretty bad, but first mistake over here, total time logged. This local version calculated for 7 hours, 30 minutes, but it was 8 hours. And it's just simple example of mistakes. So smaller models are not clever enough for this type of difficult tasks. They cannot think with high quality, let's say like that. And that's why second thing that when I was preparing this presentation, I spent a lot of time just to select the best model which can generate this report. And this is the benefit of N8N, where you can very quickly use different distributors of that AI models and very quickly test your ideas and choose the best model for your specific task. This is also benefit on N8N. I will also, on this example, will show you different type of nodes or features of N8N. For example, you can you have UI to enter the fields you need. In this case, it's some dev names and their IDs. So you have a place without any additional coding. You have UI where you can insert the data immediately you want to operate with in your automations. Then you have also some basic tools with data, like if functions in this example, splitting out when you split one objects into multiple objects. One more thing, on the backend, N8N works like with, I am not good in software development, but all of these workflows, it's JSON files with some objects and rules, and everything is described like, and when you can copy this whole workflow, and it will put it into the JSON file format. Also, you can like aggregate the data together very quickly. When we have 3 responses from this AI, we put it together into one item, as you see over here, one item with 3 blocks. Then you can add JavaScript or Python code nodes, so you can manipulate with your data with help of code. This piece of code just is removing some bad formatting. Bad formatting from AI responses, and you can add a lot of. You can use a lot of different JavaScript tools and codes inside of N8N, so you can also code it. And for example, HTML node, you can prepare UI for your report. In my case, it's just a basic to show you how it can work. Also, there is like HTTP nodes, which can help you send direct API requests to any applications, to any API you want. You can get, post, push, anything you want. It's also available in N8N. So that's all about my flow with report generation. And I forgot about one thing, about the prompt. The prompt is the most important thing, because in prompt, you're describing what you need ask to AI agent to do. In my case, I want to show you details about nodes. So this node section, it's the place where I ask AI to think. I ask him to analyze data, and I give him an examples what is good and what is bad. For example, if task has 0 remaining hours, but status is not done, flag it. So I teach him that it's not okay that when we have remaining estimates, task is not complete, that it's not okay. And to be able to build a good AI agents, you need to learn your skills in prompt generation. There are a lot of books, YouTube videos. You can ask ChatGPT how to build your prompt and then modify it. So it's very important skill to learn, I think, very important. Because in 1 year, without ability to generate a prompt, I think you would not be able to find a job. And when I did some job interviews, I already asked, it was for QA position, I already asked guys to generate prompt and to get some results to understand can they do it or no. So let's back to presentation. And about AI agents in N8N, when to use it. First, I prepare my understanding what is an AI agent, that it is a tool which can use AI models to work with complex tasks and processes. It can think, it can analyze and make decisions. It also can take actions, write message, send email, make a purchase or book a call or meeting. And AI agents more than just automation, because they ability to think and make decisions. In end-to-end, you can configure a lot of automations. But when you add AI and ask this AI to think and make decisions, it becomes AI agent. The very important thing which theory helps me to understand that if you can use math, use math. Don't use AI. For example, if you need to have 100% accuracy of your tasks, you need to remember that AI can make mistakes. And if it's possible to build a code or to use Excel, use it. Don't use AI for tasks which are not yet, I think, prepared for AI. And I built also some, how to say, pipeline to show you when to use end-to-end and when to use code. And we can think together, but I will try to do it by myself. So the first step is when you just learning what it is AI. And in this case, the best way is to use end-to-end and to try it, just to understand how agents work, how prompts work, what additional features can you use. And I think the best way to understand it fast is first use end-to-end or similar tool like make.com, or there are something else. Use it, not use code, because it can be too complicated and you can spend more time on it. For example, when you have some task to automate with AI, you also can try end-to-end just to check if AI can automate your task, because there can be a possible ways that AI cannot do what you request from him to do. He just have not enough brains or not enough skills, or it's not possible to do. In these cases, I recommend use end-to-end or similar tools. For example, if you do your task monthly and it's not like concurrent task, it's not very, you don't do it very often, it's also not worth to spend a lot of time and build a code to automate that task. Because in end-to-end, I suppose it can be 10 times faster to build some automation than to do it in code. Even at least with code deployments in end-to-end, you do it only once when you prepare engine, and that's all. But when you do your changes in code, you're just spending time on pull requests, and it takes time. Then when you do your task every week, you can think about it, how to automate it in code. And when you do it every day, you also can think about AI or code, because end-to-end or code, because end-to-end has own bugs, because it's open sources. It has own problems. Yes, they do their software updates very often, probably every week, maybe sometimes even every couple of days, but it still has some limitation, bugs. For some bugs, you need just to check to Stack Overflow or dig into the Reddit to find the root issues of that bugs, which is like negative sides of end-to-end. And to prevent it, you can use and build your code AI agents. And the last one was, let me think, I forgot it. It's limitation of free version of end-to-end. They have a lot of pretty cool features for bigger organization, which are limited in their paid version, like that 20-50 euro versions, or even in local hosted versions. You must have this enterprise end-to-end license to be able to use that detailed options of and extended features of end-to-end. What can be automated? Your ideas, but sorry, I forgot about this bell, that on these steps we had to go to end-to-end, and I have one more slide to show you the difference and what end-to-end can make. So First, I want to show you how to quickly build an automation which can send you an email. And the second one, how to build an AI agent which will be able to send you an emails. In this case, I just, we have, okay, sorry, let's start, go a bit backwards. To start workflow in N8N, we have different type of triggers. In this case, it's just for testing when click this executing step, but in general, there are different type of triggers. You can trigger it manually. You can trigger it on event. For example, you can make it work that when some workflow number 1 ends, workflow number 2 should start. You can use schedule. You can use their predefined UI features, for example, every hour, every day, every second, or you can use cron extensions. You can just put the cron command when you want to start to execute this job, and it will work. Also, it can work with webhook calls, but not on local version, just on like subscription or hosted on AWS or other services versions. And it can also start to work on some form submission. It can post a form to the internet. You can share this post form to someone, and when someone fills this form, the workflow starts. And also on the chat message, you can make your own chat with help of N8N. And when you running a workflow, you also can use predefined types of AI agents. This is basic AI agent I use. Also, there are a lot of features from OpenAI. There is ability to extract some information only you need, and it's just predefined prompts or structure for that AI agents. You can also use and connect different type of application in N8N. It already has an integration with almost everything you can use in the internet. There is Jira, Google Sheets, Google Drive, Excel, OneDrive, even Bitwarden, everything. They work hard on adding a lot of features for their support, and you can find almost everything you need to work with. You can get data, send data to, you can extract some specific functions, and this is their already prepared features and supported. But as I said before, if you have API keys, you have API documentations, you can just add HTTP node, and you can build your request with your credentials. You can get, delete options, pass, post, put. You can do everything with help of APIs. You just need the keys. You also can do it in N8N. And there are pre-built some data transformation tools, as I told you, as code, add a code node, split out data, limit data, filter data, aggregate it. You can even here, there was a feature to generate files, to transform images, even to automatically add some text to the images. There are a lot of them. If interesting, you can check YouTube and more videos about it. So, and let's go back to that final comparison of tool just to send email or ask AI agent to send you an email. In this case, I already set some variables as email title and email body. I connected pre-configured email node. These pieces in N8N have name node. And I just, let me execute previous. I just map that I want to use email title into the subject and email body into the message. I can like switch it up and manipulate the data as I want. And that's all. And I can, for example, execute flow, and I receive the message. You see, to you, hello world. It's example of basic automation end-to-end. And I can add triggers. As I said before, it can be sent whenever you want. But also I can ask AI agent to do that. To show you, I add this chat node, and we will talk with our AI agent. We will need to add model we want to use, and we will add in OpenAI models. There is how to say, there are some models which can work as an AI agent and can work with tools and use tools. There are some models which cannot do that. This 4.1 mini can do that, so I just use it. And as tool, I will add Gmail tool, and we'll ask him do everything automatically. So I don't do any configurations. I hope it will work on the demo. And I just need to, and 1 sec, let me type some item. And over here in prompt, I need to configure what information will be added as input for this NI agent. By default, it was connected to chat. You can also manually define it. Let's leave it by default. And let's ask him, can you please build 5 ideas for book about project management and send them through email to my email. And you can see that it's thinking right now. It should use this Gmail node. Yes, you see it send request, done. Ta-da, 5 book ideas for project. Yes, it has wrong text formatting, but it's just an example. You can manipulate it and you can build pretty awesome HTML version of this email and can use. That's all what I wanted to show you and display. I tried to explain shortly about N8N and about AI agents.